Before this story starts, we gotta rewind back to December 1st, 2019. Oh, if we'd only known back then.
Winter's coming.
I randomly decided to do a month-long yoga challenge. Why? Honestly, mainly because people in the fitness world do yoga. And I was stiff as a fossilized board, so I figured it probably would be good for me. You may have seen my 30-day yoga challenge video, which at the time taught me to fall in love with a new form of movement and how it ended up changing my views of fitness. But I had no idea at the time how vital this foundational piece was for what was about to happen in March 2020. After the challenge, I noticed every day a craving for opening up my chest, hips, and mind, which I got through yoga. Before I knew it, I was doing some kind of flow exercise every single day as a warm-up for my typical sports performance type workouts. And then the world stopped. I lost my gym, my in-person community, the weights, cardio equipment, space to move my body, and suddenly it was just me and a 500 square foot apartment. All my ideas for what summer 2020 was going to be were thrown out the window. I decided the one thing I could do when all my other fitness goals were put on pause was work on my flexibility and handstands, as I have always had a dream of doing a gymnastics themed video. So at least I was working towards something. And before I knew it, 5 months into 2020, I was doing yoga every day. Not to check it off the to-do list, but really just to check in with myself every day. This challenge I didn't set out to do. It set out to find me. A challenge that turned into a saving grace, not to change my body, but to celebrate it. When the world was silently caving in outside my window, I was forced to explore within my body. I found the pain I held in different parts of my body that was buried deep within my tight hips, chests, emotion manifesting as literal physical pain. I had to confront areas about myself I used to use the hustle of a former way of life to distract myself with. Through those moments of just flowing with my own body, I remember the things I knew deep down I wanted to do, the life I wanted to live, but let the outside world and my own limiting beliefs stop me from pursuing them. To confront my own toxic behaviors and traumas that allowed myself to suppress amongst the noise a way we used to live. Happiness can be found, even in the darkest times, if only one remembers to turn on the light. And as I explored these darkest parts of myself, something that is hard to put into words, a flow-like energy that just feels like light. Maybe let's call it joy, but light is the only thing that really resonates with this feeling. During these quiet moments with myself, I learned to truly embrace my creative and feminine side, realizing that it is not a contradiction to my hardworking, driven side. It's the duality of life. I learned that life is a contradiction. It is what makes life worth living. It's being powerful and gentle. It's slowing down so you can speed up. It's building yourself up to be vulnerable with someone else. I'm still processing this last year, and I'm trying not to pressure myself to find meaning in it. But I made this video to remind myself of the lessons I learned as the world shut down and I was forced to go inward. When I couldn't travel, hug loved ones, I had to put my career goals on hold. No time with friends. It was just me and my body. Through that, I found the smallest glimmer of hope. If I could find joy and meaning through attempting a handstand during a dark year like this, I think I can find it anywhere. Gratitude. For the simplest thing we all share, something that defined 2020, breath. Yoga reminded me of something so simple and pure that we should all be so grateful for. Smoke filled the air in Australia. A disease stripped it from so many of us, and it was stolen from a hero that started a revolution. Yoga reminded me the luxury a deep breath was in a year of unknown, that as long as my loved ones had it, I was the richest person on earth. My body changed. And honestly, my original goal was to be able to do those really cool yoga poses you see people do. And I'm proud that I nailed a few. But no, I didn't complete them all, but that's okay. This was just a first chapter in a journey, not a full story.
After 2 steps, I lost my balance. And you know, that's when the colors started to change.
Even though this challenge was a whole year journey, it does not seem like the end but the beginning. Yoga allowed me to reconnect with areas I thought I had to suppress after I became an adult. Learning handstands, reconnecting with my love of music and the movement within it. Every day taking at least a minute to reconnect with my body and mind and my lust for life. There's limits we put on ourselves because of society, whether it's our age, race, gender, body type, education, whatever. When I took the time to slow down, those limits no longer seem to exist. And now, it feels like I'm starting again fresh. This chapter in my life was finally a time I could step into what I really want to be, a life I really wanted to live. Thank you, yoga, for teaching me joy, play, flow, and most importantly, teaching me to be me again. This is only the beginning. I cannot wait to share with you guys this next chapter. XO, Keltie.